Hello guys, and welcome to the first video of the channel. Today I'll be going over how I got to Legendary Arena as a free-to-play level 8. I'll be going over the two last replays that got me into Legendary Arena. The first battle is against Douglas from Goblin City. Now, he has a huge advantage as he has level 8 rares and he has level 11 commons, while I only have level 6 rares and level 9 commons, but I still beat him somehow. Let's get into the replay. So first I started with a pretty good starting hand. I normally go with a Fire Spirit's Hog Rush. That seemed to be really good against people who aren't prepared. So I went with it. I went with that, and he sent out a giant, and I just countered that with barbarians, and he countered my hog not too well with wizard, and I sent out spear goblins to counter those goblins, and once I have enough elixir, I countered the wizard with a fireball. Now he sent out a knight, which takes out my barbarians with the help of his tower, and yes. So next he sends out offensive barbarians, which doesn't really make sense to me, but I am a level 8 and he has level 11 barbarians, so I had to put minions, or else the barbarians would have done a lot of damage to my tower. So he fireballed my minions, which I didn't think was a good deal at all. So now I'm ahead in elixir, and I know that, but I don't have my fire spirits because I had to use it on the barbs. So I'm just going to go in with a hog rush without the fire spirits. So I'm saving up to 10 elixir, and then once I reach 10 elixir, I go in with the rush, and I think I dropped those spear goblins a bit too late, but I did get in some very nice damage, and he sent out his goblins and his wizard, but thankfully my fireball and zap killed that. So he sent out a giant, and I thought the giant was going to get a few hits, and I thought I was going to be in trouble, but thankfully my barbs took it out quickly, and he sent out a musketeer, which I took out very easily with fire spirits. It did get a couple hits on my tower, but nothing too serious. Now we are entering the double elixir phase, which is the best part about this deck. It works very well in double elixir, and I'll show you why. So he sent out barbs against my hog push. My hog push still got in one hit, which is crucial, and now the tower is at 314. I fireballed those two barbarians and that wizard, and he's trying to go in with a bunch of random cards to go in with the push, but he just can't seem to do it. And he fireballed my tower for no reason, which isn't a good trade at all. And since he just did that, I'm going to go in with a hog fire spirits push, and he has nothing to do against it. And I zapped it, and the hog almost got one hit, but his musketeer took it out. So next, I'm going to place barbarians to take out the knight and the musketeer. And yes, that's what happens. And next, he sends out a giant, and during this whole match, I haven't played my Inferno, so this is kind of like my secret card. And he fireballs my barbarians, but not the Inferno, which kind of surprises me. And we enter OT. So now I got this battle in the bag. So I tried to go in with a hog push. It doesn't seem to work that well, as his minion horde was too strong for me. So I try to defend and then go in with a big push. And I'm thinking about fireballing the tower, but then he sends out the wizard, and I just can't do it. And I have to fireball the wizard, also get some damage on my tower. And then I go in with the final push, and I don't know why he's trying to fireballing my tower to death, because that is not going to work for them. And then I go in with a hog push, and I take his tower, and that is GG. Now we will be going over the second match, and the match that got me into Legendary Arena. Now this guy, he has level 7 commons, not too hard to deal with, and level 7 rares and level 10 commons, which isn't that hard to deal with. But I was very surprised when I looked back at the replay, and I noticed that his deck was very, very similar to mine. The only card difference that he had was changing out the goblins for the barbarians. He still has an advantage as he has level 10 commons and level 7 rares, but we still beat him. And let's go into the replay. So I didn't get a very nice starting hand, and it didn't look like he got a very nice starting hand as well. he sent in spear goblins in the front, and I just had to zap them because, I don't know, I just had to waste elixir. And he sent in his minions and his hog, so I just did an inferno, and then I placed spear goblins to take care of those minions, and they did get a couple hits in, but now I can go in with a huge rush that he will not be able to defend against because he only has fire spirits, which I will quickly defeat with my own fire spirits. And I zap the spear goblins, and it looks like his tower will be close to going down, but then no! The goblins take it out, and now his tower has 59 health. He sends out the crying emoji, and he pretty much knows that he is screwed. So I try to defend for the next 2 minutes, and I do it very well, in my opinion. He keeps on trying to go in with his hog pushes, but I just keep on defending and defending. And at one time, he cycles too quickly, and I couldn't defend against the hog as best as I wished I could. And from then on, he keeps on sending out his hog and some random pushes, such as fire spirits minions, which doesn't really make sense at all, which I counter very easily. And finally, in the last 10 seconds, he sends out his spear goblins, 5, 4, and I just fireball the tower because I know he can't do that much damage to me in the next 1 second. And that is GG, and that is the game that brought me to Legendary Arena. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and be sure to be on the lookout for the next video in which I will be leveling up to level 9, and I will be giving tips and tricks for low-level free-to-play members to get into the magnificent Legendary Arena.